exciting video for you today. I actually filmed a different video yesterday, I think, and intended to put that one up first, and it's all edited and ready to go, but then I got something in the post that I had to share first. So the next couple of videos might seem a little bit out of sync. But the thing that I have to share is this, and it's the MUA Undressed eyeshadow palette. I only actually heard about this through you guys leaving comments. And then the MUA PR contacted me and said, would I like to try it? And it actually isn't released until tomorrow. And I know a lot of people received them last month and there have been reviews already. But I thought since it's coming out tomorrow, I'll get this video up and you can decide for yourselves whether or not you would like to see it. Or rather, you would like to go and buy it. Basically, it's a complete dupe for the Naked palette, and it is a complete dupe. I'm so impressed. I mean, I liked the Heaven and Earth palette. I thought it was brilliant value for money for £4. But the pigmentation of these eyeshadows is incredible. And that's one thing that I find that I can't find at the drugstore. Urban Decay has completely ruined me for quality in eyeshadows, because even with MAC, I find that sometimes it's not as good. I am just a complete Urban Decay freak for eyeshadows. Not for much else, but eyeshadows, that's like their thing, and I absolutely love Urban Decay eyeshadows. So when I saw it, I thought, yeah, I'm really impressed because they've duped every single colour and in order. However, when I actually swatched them, it was really impressive. And I'll just put a quick picture up here of the swatches I did on my hand. So you can see, it's really impressive for £4, even if it wasn't kind of like for like and a dupe of anything else. For £4, that's really good quality. Now, I have the Naked palette for you to see here. Like I've said in previous videos, my camera doesn't autofocus, so you're not going to be able to see this perfectly. However, I'm going to do a swatch post and you can check that out on my blog below. But basically, these are the palettes side by side. Obviously, this is all in a row and this is one on top of the other, but they are in order. It's actually more like this. So from that colour, and then it kind of goes in rows. What I really want to do right now is swatch them, but I know it's not going to focus if I do it like this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to film it separately and I'll put it up here and kind of talk over it and show you individually them kind of compared, because I know that sometimes it doesn't show up in a blog post. You don't necessarily want to go out and click in a blog post to see, you know, this is what this video's whole thing's supposed to be about. So I'm going to do that for you now. Okay, so first of all, on the top we have Virgin and Sin, and on the left is the Urban Decay, and on the right is the MUA. And then right there on my knuckle, you can't really tell, but that's Naked, and again on the left Urban Decay, and on the right is the MUA shade. On the bottom, hopefully the lighting is showing this, on the bottom we've got Sidecar, Buck and Half Baked. Again, left Urban Decay, right MUA. Now on the top left we've got Smog, and again all of them are going to be left Urban Decay, right MUA. And then we've got Dark Horse and Toasted. And on the bottom we've got Hustle, Creep and Gunmetal. So they're not perfect, they're not like, some of them aren't entirely dupes as far as I'm concerned. However, if you'd never tried the Naked palette, I think you'd be pretty impressed with the Undressed palette, and I don't think you'd need to buy the Naked palette. If you've bought the Naked palette, it's probably kind of unnecessary because you already have the Naked palette, but for those of you that don't want to spend that £36 and are looking for a drugstore alternative, this is as good as it's going to get. I've tried my very best to look for all the Naked palette dupes. When I couldn't find the Naked palette, for example, I went through all my eyeshadows, kind of duped them up best I could. I did a post on that quite a long time ago now, but I just couldn't find the right shades, the ones that I really loved. I mean, Smog, for example, is my favourite in the Naked palette, and they've not quite got Smog right. It's a little bit more kind of gold toned in the MUA palette, but if I'd never tried Smog from the Urban Decay palette, I might be absolutely in love with the one from the MUA palette. So basically, if you don't have the Naked palette, this is a really good alternative. But if you do, it's probably an unnecessary addition. But as far as I'm aware, this is going to be a permanent fixture in the MUA line. Like I say, it's only £4, and it's from the Professional range. It's out tomorrow, which is the 4th of July. Fingers crossed I'll get this video up today. And yeah, I'll put kind of any other information I've got about it below, but it's from Superdrug. If you don't already know, they're the people that stock MUA, and lots of you asked for, or requested rather, a tutorial with the Heaven and Earth palette that I was doing my eye makeup with a few videos ago, and I thought instead I would do a tutorial with this because you wanted a smoky eye look, and I think that this is actually a much nicer palette than the Heaven and Earth palette. The pigmentation's much better, and they've got the real contrast from really pale to really dark, and many warm to cool shades in between, and I'm just really impressed. It's how often do I do a review on a palette, and I get sent a lot of stuff. I talk about it on my blog. It's not like they've sent it me and I feel obliged by any means. They also sent me another palette that I'm not going to talk about, but I am so impressed with this. It needed its own video. So I hope you enjoyed that. I hope that you can check out the links below because it'll be a little bit more succinct and easier to understand than this video, more than likely. And I hope that it turned out okay with the swatches. But if you haven't already, please go subscribe, check out my other videos and the links below, and I will see you in my next video. Remember, they're going to be kind of out of sync because I've already filmed some other ones.